One thing about you're talking about Nakamura's music at Axxess and like the Superstore, just something about like audio system there where it's like anytime there's like an announcement, anytime there's music, like it doesn't matter what you're doing, like you feel every single emotion while you're at like an Axxess, or if you're at even just a Superstore, like there's music playing, like it feels triumphant, the music that you hear those places, like it sends like a chill up your spine and you feel it like in your heart when you're there,
even though it's just somebody's music playing in the store.
It's just
you know, I could play it in my car and it's like that's cool.
when you go
because
through
you're there, you're like, oh, hype.
When you go through that big tunnel for Axxess, that huge thing with the banners on, and they play just Superstars music, so you can feel it's like an entrance.
Oh god,
And at that moment, you're there. And this would ring true for you guys as well. You're at the coolest place on earth.
Yeah.
There is nowhere else you'd rather be. I'm at Axxess. I'm at the heart of wrestling. This is awesome. There's a ring right there. There's Superstars I can meet. There is free hot
elimination
pockets.
Chamber.
There's an elimination chamber. Yes, 32. They started the elimination chamber at the. Yeah, there's a shark cage where you can pose and take pictures at.
Which is your favorite aspect of professional wrestling, as you've noted the past few years?
What's that? Sorry,
talking to me or?
Yes, your love of the shark cages at
the shark cage
games.
You know, you know how much I love shark cages and the way they use them now. But still, being in there is good. Being in a shark cage is nice.
While you're on the subject of WrestleMania Axxess, I've got a little story that I need to put in this for this WrestleMania 32. You mentioned that I met Undertaker this year.
I was going to ask.
Well, there's a story behind that.
I know that story. Go ahead.
But for people that haven't heard this, I have to tell this one. So I'm a bit more wary of WrestleMania Axxess at this point, and I know that you buy your general and you can meet whoever's in there as long as they're not VIP. I've got that concept now. I knew Undertaker was going to be there Saturday afternoon. I was like, if I can just get in the same building as this man and stand 50 feet away from him, I'll die a happy man. So I goes up to the booth. I'm like, can I have a ticket for a general for Saturday afternoon? Sold out. My heart sank. I was like, shit, I can't believe this. Ollie was going, and I was like, you know what? Even if I just stand in the lobby, I'm going. So he goes in. He done the morning one, and I went in with the morning one with him. And then the afternoon one rolled round, and he got a VIP. He brought off someone that very day for Kevin Owens. And he goes, I'm just going to meet this guy to get this Kevin Owens ticket. I said, I'll come with you. So I goes with him, buys the ticket, was having a little chat with a guy who sold the ticket, and he goes, I've got a Dudley Boys VIP ticket. Are you interested in that one? I was like, I've met the Dudley Boys, I'll take that though. I just want to get in the same room as Undertaker. I goes, how much do you want for it? He goes, $30. I was like, take my money. So I get up to the line and you give them the ticket and they give you the corresponding wristband to who you're going to meet. So I give them my ticket, they put the wristband on. I thought nothing, I didn't look at my wristband. I got in the queue and I was talking to the guy in front of me, and he looked at my wristband. He was like, "You going to meet Undertaker?" I was like, "No, I'm going to meet Dudley Boys." He goes, "Dude, you have an Undertaker wristband on?" I was like, "What the fuck?" And I felt like I'd won the lottery at that point. I felt like $1 million. I was like, "Holy shit!" I just want to be in the same room as him, and now I'm going to shake the man's hand. Wow. So, and then when I got in the queue for Undertaker, I was talking to this Australian guy in front of me, and he paid $1,000 for his ticket, and I was like, I've just paid $30 for mine. You know, like the odds of that happening, it's in the millions. So, some guy fucked up, gave me the wrong wristband, and he made my dream come true, and I'd never met him again. But you know, wow.
What was it like?
That'll never happen again to anyone else.
What was it like?
I was nervous. I was so fucking nervous. Like I could have cried. I was like, you know, I was choking. was choking. And he was like, "Why are you so nervous for?" Because you're the Undertaker. I was just marking out, and then like when I was ready for the photo, I didn't want to like fangirl it kind of thing. I'd try and look professional, like, stern face on
I remember.
with a fist, just like, and then when I shook his hand, I'll always remember this bit because I look back and you're like, "You idiot, why would you say something like that to him?" And he was like, he said, "See you later," and I said, "Lovely to meet ya." And I was like, "Why would I say something like that to the Undertaker? Lovely to meet ya."
You are such a Brit.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck? Why did I say that? Lovely to meet you." I was like, oh.
It's like,
But yeah,
fancy.
so that happened.
Undertaker, fancy seeing you here.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my little story of Undertaker.
Interestingly, I was in that same line, because you told Ollie about it, so literally everyone we knew found out in seconds because Ollie just Pete paid for the Dudleys, but he got the Undertaker. He's like,
What a trade! What a trade!
Nice. And
so yeah, anyway,
it's a great story.
Nobody will pay that cheap to me, Undertaker.
Yeah.
Ever.
Cool story. You know what? I had actually tickets for the Ring of Honor TV taping at the same time the Undertaker signing was going on. But then they announced the Axxess sessions. And I was like, well,
choices were made.
Ring of Honor, Undertaker, I'm sorry, but Undertaker.
No brainer. No brainer for you.
Yeah, and a mutual friend of ours who bought those tickets for both of us together was not happy about that because I left him, and I said if he can sell the tickets, he can sell them. If you're not, I'm going to pay you for them anyway. But I'm gonna go see the Undertaker. I'm not.
Yeah. Was that your first meeting of him?
No, that's my second. I met him first at 30, and I did the whole same thing where I fanboyed over him, and I was like, "Hey, you're the greatest wrestler of all time, and I came all this way for you." And he's like, "Thanks for making the trip."
It's a good voice.
Yeah. I worked out.
I'm sure you practiced it. Yeah.
Anyway, if you guys want to hear more about my first meeting with the Undertaker, you can look up last week's episode, available wherever fine podcasts can be found on Anchor. Also, check us out on YouTube, where that is also there. You got to do the thumbs up thing as well.
I'm looking at the camera off this.
Yeah,
This is just
and you're doing and Joe's doing the whole car salesman thing. Come on down and find those kids. But meeting him the second time was great. This time I was a little tongue-tied because I was thinking, what am I going to say to him? Somehow I had this idea of in my verbal diatribe the last time I told him everything I wanted to say to him. So I was like, "It's great meeting you, thank you." It was a standard meeting, but it's a way better picture than the one I had with him the first time. It's right up there.
Did you get him to sign the urn at Axxess? Who signed it to Mohammed?
The first time.
Because I wanted something personally signed, like to Pete, but they kept saying, no, he doesn't sign names.
On the second time, they couldn't. Even though my old friend, Tim White was there.
White.
Yeah, but he didn't. He couldn't let him.
So it was at 30 where he signed it to you personally.
30 he signed it personally. And
because I wanted, and there was no names. They just sign, get you out next.
Yeah, and just a second.
All right.
$32 on the other hand. Hold on, I gotta cut you guys. Even though I couldn't get him to personalize it, I got him to sign the first picture we got together. You see, that's the signature right here. See that? But it took me ages to get that picture. The first time they sent me that picture, of WrestleMania 32. You know, they put you in the WrestleMania Axxess frame. And they had the logo cutting into my face. So I'm like, half obscured by it. And I raised all kinds of hell until they sent me... First of all, I went to the Axxess guys over there and I told them about it. And, as Pete said, there were a lot of pictures that did not come through. Dudley Boys, my picture with the Dudley Boys did not come through again early. There's a couple more. I can't remember if it was Dean Ambrose and Charlotte. I remember meeting Dean Ambrose and Charlotte Flair and Ric Flair at WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair was one of the nicest people you ever meet. And she was like, huh? I told her I came from Abu Dhabi, and she said, "Oh, we got an upcoming tour to Dubai, but I'm not going there. Maybe the next time." And she was like apologetic that she was not going to be there. And I remember like
not by her choice.
Yeah, and one of my favorite also pictures at Axxess was the ladder match, Ladder and Bo Dallas, and me and Bo are both doing the thumbs up to the cameras, going Bo Lee.
Nice.
Yeah. And I met Heath Slater and Curtis Axel. And when I said I came from Abu Dhabi and Axel's sister Slater, I was so over there. I was so over. And Heath Slater is not believing it. And I said, it's true. Actually, when he came out, everyone was doing the Axelmania chant. That
was quite big for a short period of time, wasn't it? Axelmania.
Yeah. It was, and they ran with it, and it was gonna be a big thing because if you remember, him and Sandow did the Mega Powers thing.
Yeah.
Doing Hulk Hogan, but then Hogan had to fuck it up and do the whole
a bitter old man.
Yeah. Well, that's one way to put it, but anyway, let's move.
Yeah. I'm just being honest.
I mean. Yeah, but you're being nice though. Some people would.
I thought I was being harsh.
No, harsh. Trust me, in the situation he was in, the bitter old man is the best. Is the smart.
Yeah.
It's the nicest.
Okay, we'll leave it at that then.
Yeah, anyway. This is not a trash talking show, so anyway, unless you're listening.
No.
But.
Alberto Del Rio.
Or Alberto Del Rio.
Oh. No.
Honky Tonk Man. So we're not going to add Hogan to that list because he's too big for us.
No.
I remember the thing you had with Randy Orton at 31. I had the same thing, but I had that experience with Dean Ambrose, where he was just out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
What, drunk?
No, he was just not into it. A guy.
I met Jack Swagger that year, and he was drunk.
A guy would try to shake his hand, and he did the fist bump instead, and he was like, you could tell by his general demeanor that he'd rather be anywhere but there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got turned off.
I'm not a big fan.
Well, I got turned off of Dean Ambrose for a while after that, honestly.
Yeah, I'll get that, especially when you paid good money to meet him.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd expect a little bit off him, at least a handshake.
Yeah.
Some of them just don't give a shit.
Speaking of,
they're still getting paid either way.
Speaking of dicks of wrestlers being dicks at the VIP Axxess WrestleMania 32, Alberto Del Rio.
Did pay to see him?
No, thank God. Or maybe I should have. Or maybe I should have, honestly, because he was a VIP Axxess. People were lining up to see him.
Yeah.
And anyway, he's there for 2 hours, so you can come at any point. Like if he's there from 10 to 12, you can just go there at 11:55. But since not a lot of people, paid to see Del Rio, his line was pretty short. He left about 30 minutes early.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, he left about 30 minutes early, and not everyone was came to see him yet. And I actually learned that trick from Ollie, where if there's a long line for a VIP guy, and you're still going to be at the end of that line, there's not much sense of wasting 2 hours waiting for it. Might as well come in at the end.
No,
he's going to be
exactly.
You have a wristband with his name on it. You're gonna meet him. Just be within the time frame. Go do something else.
Yeah.
But there's like about 6 or 7 people that did not get to see Del Rio, even though they paid for him. He left, and he wouldn't come back. So they had to, give them all a lot of monetary things to, make up for it. So a lot of people got their WrestleMania seats upgraded. Some of the other guys, there's a couple of guys who bought the VIP package, had everything, and they said, well, what are you going to do for us? And they got them, as per their request, this exclusive dinner with the Bellas.
Wow. As much as I'm not a fan of this, I'd take the dinner over meeting Del Rio.
Yeah.
At least the food would be good.
Probably. I mean, meet a dick for 2 minutes, or sit or have dinner with two beautiful women for.
Well, yeah, no brainer.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.